Against Laos, as we have a look at the Malaysian side. Two changes made by B. Satyanardan. In comes Mohamed Zakwan, and also two-goal hero Safi Salih, who scored two against Laos in that 3-0 victory just a couple of days ago. Just the solitary change. Out goes Lee Tan Thai. In comes Tran Trung Giang. He will occupy the right-hand side of midfield. This is a Vietnamese side that play good and also arguing with the referee as Malaysia looking to break through early here. Amrul Hadi with the ball across, and it's just rolled wide of the post. Early signs here that Vietnam need to settle down. Hasn't rained since, so like you say, conditions not the best at the moment, but that was a fantastic chance there for Gwen Vietnam. Safi Salih making all the running going forwards, and it's Safi Salih who finds the ball at his feet again. Flicks it over to defender Safi Salih. Pulls his shot wide. Well, you can see why he's been brought into the starting lineup.
Aggressive, tenacious little player. Loves to take players on. He's got good close ball control.
Here he is again, and he hits it from range, and it's gone in! Oh my goodness, can you believe that? Allowed far too much time and space, and Phan Tan Leong just pulled the trigger under no pressure whatsoever.
But look at how far out he is. He struck it quite well, got a nice little bobble, but it's just there. It's the bounce off the ground that really made it difficult for Mohamed Heli to judge. And here comes the celebration. 6-yard box.
Azharuddin whipping that ball in. The turn from Salih. He's hit the bar. Indra Putra, is he offside? Well, Malaysia run away and celebrate. Indra Putra, Johnny on the spot, just pokes it home from 3 or 4 yards out. Great reactions from him, and what a game we have got on at the moment. 27-year-old Indra Putra, and that's his 14th international goal.
That's a cracking little build-up play, lovely little lay back. Safi Salih on the turn, that's a tremendous save from Duong Hon Sun. But Indra Putra, as you just mentioned there, Paul...
Do seem switch from flank to flank, and we saw that in the last game, as it looks as though Malaysia have gone extremely close again. Mohamed Zakwan looked as though maybe just a little bit more. Idle, Zakwan making no mistake there with a good, strong, solid header. Lee Kong Vin looks to get in, and he did. Got in between the two defenders, a little bit of a mix-up there. But has come back a lot stronger, a lot better. Just moved to Kelantan this year from Selangor for the new upcoming season, so that's going to be interesting to see how he goes. Indra Putra fires, goal bound! What a good save that is. Duong Hon Sun taking no chances, had to scurry across to his right-hand side and got a big, big fingertip to that. It's another 45.
It is always a difficult ball to knock it straight down from your central defensive area, straight down the middle of the park. Needs to be hit more in the diagonals towards the corner flag.
Flick forwards again, looking for Zakwan, who gets it over the keeper, manages to keep it in play, does he? Yes, he does, heading clear. No runs the run of Gwen Vietnam. Looking again on the end of it, couldn't. We're going to see another long-range shot. We are! And it's gone just wide. It looked as though Mohamed Helmi had made another hash of that. Closing the ball down. Phan Tan Leong is the man that scored the opener. Indra Putra scored what was a very, very suspicious second goal. He looked as though he was offside. But at half-time in this Group B encounter, Malaysia-Vietnam, it's currently 1-1. Join us in a few moments' time for the second half live on Stars. Welcome back to the AFF Suzuki Cup. Second leg has just kicked off, and we just saw half a chance there for Malaysia to make it 2-1. There's that ball played forwards, and it was, of course, Safi Salih causing all the problems. Seems to have settled down a little bit here in the second half, and they are playing that pressing game that we saw at the beginning of the first half. There's Safi Salih. Here comes Zakwan. Zakwan shoots. He shoots high and shoots wide, and again he was in on goal. But again the finish.
We are seeing Azharuddin, that player right there, who is playing a slightly more advanced role in this second half. One of the key reasons for that is Malaysia just keeping possession a lot better than what they did in the first.
It's a long ball into the box, and nobody dealt with it. It fell at the feet of Mohamed Zakwan, and how many chances does he need, PJ, before he hits it? But good defending from Vietnam as they look to break forwards, but again overrunning the ball. But Little tussle going on in the middle of the park there. Hun Quang Tan doesn't win the ball, but there could be a chance here for Zakwan. Zakwan is through, tries to square it, and a simple dink, and he's hit the bar. Safi Saleh, all he had to do was stroke it home. He tried to be a little bit too clever.
On that right-hand side, we just see him dink it across goal. Safi Saleh, he saw the defender go to ground. He just tried to dink it over him. It was just a little bit too delicate. Pass it past the defender. But nevertheless, good play from Malaysia, but Safi Saleh unable to capitalise.
And they're on the back foot here, Malaysia, as Vietnam look to break forwards! And they've scored! Well, just while they were making a substitution, Tak Bo Khan has come off. That means absolutely nothing, because the ball has found the back of the net, and Vietnam find themselves 2-1 up. Again, you have to ask questions about Mohamed Helmi in goal. It looked as though it went straight through him, and it was the substitute, Gwen Vu Pong, who cut inside and beat the keeper at the near post. Now, Mohamed Zakwan. Zakwan flicks it forwards. There could be a chance for Safi Saleh. Good save. Dong Hun Son had to dive across to make sure that he had that one covered. Enough. So easily brought out from the back from Malaysia as well. I don't quite know what happened there, because the keeper, Dong Hun Son, has made a complete flap of that. Hardy Jaffa, we know, likes to shoot from anywhere that's about 50 yards inwards. But you can't tell me that that was a free kick, because the referee's arm is raised, so somebody has to touch the ball first. Concentration levels from Vietnam need to be right up there at the moment. It is going to be Indra Putra who's going to strike this. He strikes, and it's gone in, straight through the wall, straight past the keeper, and that's 2-2. And you have to say, Vietnam only have themselves to blame, because if Duong Hun Son had just released that ball a second earlier and just launched it downfield, then they wouldn't be in the position that they were, having to defend an indirect free kick in their own box.
Hardy Jaffa just lying off the ball. Indra Putra, it's a good finish, hit it with plenty of force. You see the Vietnamese bodies just standing there trying to block it, but exactly like you mentioned, Paul, absolute heartache to concede an indirect free kick on it. He really has been the centre of the action in the last couple of minutes.
Will we have a winner in this game? That's the big question on everybody's lips, because this would open up Group B to see who will go through with Thailand. Can you believe a comedy of errors? I cannot believe Mohamed Helmi has come, he's stopped, and the ball has bounced over his head. I couldn't believe what I just saw there, PJ. You don't see what we have just seen in the last 60 seconds of this game. An indirect free kick that's been given in the box for Malaysia to score, then Helmi coming off his goal line, totally misjudging it, and that is a goal from 75 yards.
You just look at the bounce of the ball here. It took a wicked bounce. Mohamed Helmi completely misjudging this, and you just see the heartache in his face right now. Malaysia working so hard to get back into this game, get back to level peggings, and then to concede a goal like that.
We can't even tell you who scored it. We are absolutely gobsmacked here in the commentary position. Chances lashed clear by Gwen Min Duc. There is the final whistle. Well, that one's a little bit strange, isn't it, PJ? Because that was 3:24 on the clock, and do we have 4 minutes of stoppage time?
It did say 4 minutes of stoppage time, so we're 30 seconds short there.
Well, Mohamed Helmi, inconsolable at the moment, crying his eyes out with that error in the 86th minute, which has cost his side a possibility of going through. It could be a big possibility of going through to the semi-finals. A fair result overall for you, though, PJ. Was it fair that Vietnam came out on top, or should it really have ended a draw?
Oh, for me, I think Vietnam just slightly dominated this match. Malaysia really did come out with a greater intensity and looked after the ball a lot better in the second half. As we have a look at the goals,
Phan Tan Leong it was that got us underway. Then Indra Putra, who looked as though he was in an offside position. Then it was Gwen Vu Phong. Then the equaliser from Indra Putra, and then just a speculative shot from literally nowhere. It looked as though it was Gwen Vu Phong who hit that one as well. Beats Mohamed.